Welcome back, bros, to another video review. Today, I have the opportunity of taking a look at another Beast Wars, the Transformers, and this is part of my flashback series. And today, we're taking a look at Maximal Cybershark.
Now here is your video.
So the reason why I'm doing this figure, guys, because I had to do my personal all-time favorite Beast Wars figure, my first figure that I owned when I was a child. Yes, this is still my original. I still have him. He is loose, but I had to bring a review since I'm doing all these new Beast Wars figures that I picked up. So right off the bat, for the accessories or the contents of this figure, he comes with 4 accessories technically. If you include the back 2 fins of the hammerhead shark, it is considered 6, but I'm not including those because you cannot use them as a weapon. So that's for the contents. You get the back fin of the shark, you get the hammerhead launching head, and you get 2 missiles. And then, as you see right here, this is not the original packaging of this figure. This is the reissue, and the way you could tell it is a reissue because there is no type of picturing up there for what other figures come out in the wave. So I don't know if you can see that. It would have been like right up here, collect all the other Maximals and Predacons and da-da-da-da. And then when you look at it right here, this is a good way if you're buying a original or buying a reissue. The tech spec is short of multiple things: speed, intelligence, skill, courage, firepower, all that up there. So just as a heads up, guys, if you're trying to buy original versus reissue, so don't be tricked. You are now educated and warned not to pay so much for reissues. So as I always do, here we are zoomed in to take a closer look at the details on this figure. Now, right off the bat, I'm going to just say this is a highly detailed figure. It's definitely molded out of that sea ocean blue, and then it's got that cream all over the figure, and it's got a little bit of turquoise blue for spots, and it has a little bit of red for the eyes of the shark and also of the robot. And then underneath the head, you see some nicely painted shiny, I guess you could say silver plastic. So yes, this is an awesome figure. The details on this thing are pretty spot on, and you'll see more of the details of the figure in its alt mode. So bros, check out the articulation on this figure. The articulation on this figure is actually pretty good. The arm does bend a full, as you can see right there. Let me get this out the way. It basically folds all the way up, so it's a full bend. It doesn't quite look right. The arm is up on an upper bicep swivel. It is on a ball joint, so without the back pieces of the shark right here, it could do a full 360. The head is on a ball joint, and it rotates beautifully. It's not restricted. It could look up, it could look down. Now, you got to move some stuff out the way for the feet. The feet can kick up this high. The foot is on a rocker, so it only rocks forward and back due to transformation. This is as far as the knee bends because this is an older toy, and you see those big screws right there. And then you also got an upper thigh swivel. This figure doesn't have a waist swivel, and that's due to transformation. So that's all you get with this deluxe size Beast Wars Cybershark figure, and I think it's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and move forward and do some gimmicks. As for the first gimmick for this figure, it comes with its dorsal fin, is what I think it's called, and you just push the button at the bottom, and then you push it in, and this comes out. This saw blade bottom fin, I guess, turns into like a vice grip device. So that's pretty cool. And all you do is push it down. If I can show it with my meat. I'm trying to do it without ruin it for you guys with my meat hands. And it does just like that. So it's on a little click right here, and the button releases it. So that's the first gimmick. The second gimmick right here, move this out the way just so that you can see. You see there is a lever right here. Take the hammerhead right here, put the fist down so you can see it. And all you do is push the button and it shoots out. So that's pretty darn cool to have a chest firing weapon gimmick. So if you want, you can put the missiles in there too. I'm just going to show you real briefly with one. They do fire out very good, so be aware. If you shoot them off, you will lose it. Like, this is, like, for a kid in 96, this is perfect. Who doesn't want a Transformer to shoot something out of his chest? It gives me that Warpath vibe to it, so I'm definitely digging that. And the missiles shoot even better than the hammerhead, as you just saw. So, yes, I'm definitely loving the gimmicks on this figure. This figure is beautifully detailed, man. So yes, I'm definitely digging it, guys. So let's go on and do some comparisons. So here we are for my first comparison, and I must say, guys, these are some very impressive Beast Wars figures that I have before you. So if you haven't seen the Clawjaw review, the review is already out. Click the link and you can see the Clawjaw review after you finish this one. And the other figure that I have in this picture before you is going to be Polar Claw. That video review is out. So click the link and check out that video if you got enough time to do all three. Anyway, looking at these figures as a whole group, these are the same figures that are shown on the back of the packaging of the original. That means they are all featured as the basic, which is Clawjaw, the Deluxe, which is Cybershark, and the Mega, which is Polar Claw. And they look good. I like the way they scale. Hasbro and Kenner did a terrific job on making sure each figure for each class scaled well and is represented very well in the robot mode. So lastly, this is what I wanted to show you, how he scales with newer release figures that everyone may have in their collection, starting from the Kingdom line all the way to the present Legacy United. As of right now, there is no Age of the Primes Beast Wars figures just to show off, but I just want to show you how he scales and how the figure is practically the same size as a Deluxe class right now. And I think he scales well, so I'm definitely looking forward to the stuff in the future. But like I said, sometimes collecting the stuff in the past is better than some of the stuff in the future. But anyway, let's continue the video review.
Do it. Maximize.
So now it's time to maximize, or in other words, transform the figure. So basically, if you got anything in his hand or on his body, just go ahead and take it off. Just like that. This is his more sleek, slimmer look, which looks cool and looks good. So I just went in and took this off. But anyway, bring this back on, guys. Slide it back up. You're going to lift this up just like this. His whole torso region, go and lift it up. Now, what you want to do is start to get the hands to fold in. You're going to rotate them out like this, just so that when they rotate in, they lock into the feet right here. Just keep the feet like this. And then what you're going to do is now bring this down like so. Close, close, keep the feet out. It's going to start to like auto transform on its own. So now what you want to do is rotate the fist just a tad so that the legs will, the legs and hands kind of connect like this. So once you get it down, it's going to go in like that. He's going to grip the back of his heel. Do the same thing for this side too. So you got both done. This stays closed. And now you're pretty much 90% done of the transformation. Yes, some of these Beast Wars weren't very complicated in the old times. And then you slide in the tail, give it a nice push in, and now we have Beast Wars Cybershark transform into its alt mode, and it looks beautiful. So here we have Cybershark in its alt mode, and I must say, I feel like they put the most detail of this figure into its animal mode. Just looking at this figure, it is beautiful. The tail is definitely continued with the spots all over the shark, from the head all the way down to the fins. all the way down to the white underbelly, the indentions, and the lineature on the sculpt to make this figure represent a actual hammerhead shark is very impressive. I mean, I just look at it, guys. Let me just show you the underbelly. You got the little grooves right there. You got the gills. You got the lineature right there. And we all know that this right here doesn't really need to be there, but it's part of the weapon gimmick. It just looks good. So the underbody, guys, you got the teeth right here for the shark, which is pretty darn cool in my opinion. You see a little bit of robot killer right there, but other than that, that's all you get. So yes, this is a very cool figure, and I'm really digging how it turned out. So for comparisons in alt mode, guys, I want to stick with the same 3 figures because they are different classes in the Beast Wars toy line. So as you already know, Cybershark is a deluxe, Clawjaw is a basic, and Polar Claw is a mega. Now, technically, you could possibly say maybe with the way this figure, the length of it could be possibly a mega. I mean, it is a pretty long figure. As you see, as stubby and compact as a mega is right here with a Polar Claw, Clawjaw is very long. So, I mean, I just want to, yeah, the whole meat of the body right here. But we all know the tail is the weapon, so. But this is a pretty darn big deluxe when it's transformed into its alt mode, so I really like it. Just moving him out the way, guys. These two right here pair well. I like this. I don't have any other Maximals that are part of the C team for the Maximals, but I mean, it is what it is. I'm not even sure if they made any more. I mean, I know they made some Predacons, but any C Maximals that I can remember besides the Fusors, Orca, that comes to mind. Other than that, that's pretty much it in my memory banks, I guess you could say. But they look good, man. I had these two growing up, and these were my 2 favorite. Like, I had the Maximal C Recon team, and I just had so much fun with these 2 figures. I want to say this was my first, and this was my third. So, and then as you know, guys, I always had Bone Crusher right here. He was my second, and I think my 4th was Grimlock. So yes, I don't have Grimlock. I want to get that one because that's definitely part of my childhood. Those were the 4 Beast Wars Maximals I had growing up to get me into the Beast Wars toy lines. I think it was like series 2 or 3 or something like that. So in conclusion, guys, I want to bring this video review to a close on this very fun, cool throwback Beast Wars Transformers Maximal Cybershark figure. Now, right off the bat, guys, I told you so much about how I love this figure and how it is my original favorite Beast Wars as a child back in 1996, guys. Can't say that much to you. It has a lot of playability. It's a fun figure. It's very representational to a real-life shark, and it has 3 loaded gimmicks, I guess you could say. When you got the back of the dorsal fin, you got the head, you got missiles. It is just a fun figure, guys. So if you want to get the original, of course, you know, guys, you cannot get it at the store anymore. The only thing you could possibly get at the store, maybe if you get lucky at an Ollie's, you may find the reissue, which I have right here on card, which is not the same as the original. I told you there's many flaws on the reissue that gives it away to make it not the original. So if you want the original, guys, you will have to search on eBay and Mercari. And I'm pretty sure the original is not going to be very cheap as the reissue was. So, as always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Doing these 4 actions, it shows my channel a tremendous amount of support, and not only that, positive feedback as a YouTube content creator. Thank you once again for spending your time watching my video. Until next time, yeah, bro, I'll see you soon. And wait, guys, don't forget that you can also hype up these video reviews to give it more feedback, but you only can do it within the first 7 days of the video being produced. Thank you.